Place is tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Oh, some strong running. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Gets past one man. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Now a give, right side. Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's back and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They give it to Williams, running right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. This pass caught by Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hall.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A huge play there for Denver. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know that...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On second down now, it's Hall. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
5 yards remain on second down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wilson wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points